PStv Music and Funtertainment Web Show. streaming from Hong Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, and our PStv tribe, let's all welcome the Power Couple Goals hosts from the Philippines, Penny Salcedo and Jerelyn DJ SAYCEE Lamparero. There you go, and our beautiful PStv tribe in a 1, in a 2, in a 3, and boom! Shakalaka-laka-laka-boom. Yes! There you go. Of course, before anything else, we glorify first our Heavenly Father God. Yes, of course. Before anything else, before everything else. Of course, by God's grace. Maraming salamat po, Ama. Thank you so much, our Heavenly Father God, for each and every time that we get to do this. And we seek and ask your blessings to bless this live stream tonight, our Father God. And we ask your merciful and almighty love and light for myself as the host of this segment tonight, of course, Society Plus 852, and of course to bless each and everyone that will be watching us tonight, and of course bless our featured special guest for tonight. Yes! Yes, there you go. Why not? And of course we ask everything by God's grace, of course, through the most powerful intercession of the Holy Spirit, and in the mighty name of His one and only begotten Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, Father. Yes. And si Ma'am Shimaine is watching. I'll say hi first and foremost to Ma'am Shimaine. Kasi minsan lang yan, nakikita nga sa magko-comment, my God. Yes, so Ma'am Shimaine, mabuhay ka. I miss you, Ma'am Shimaine, and I love you. Yes, ayan oh. My God. Guang. Yes, and of course, Kuya R.R. Ramil Riños. Shout out. And of course, Derek Botsky, who's welcoming, of course, Ma'am Shimaine yata. Ma'am Shimaine, mag-message ako sa'yo. Ako naman ang mag-message sa'yo ngayon. My God! Actually, I was supposed to message you last week. Nakalimutan ko. My God! Yes. And of course, Sir Michael G. Hi to you, Sir Michael G. Hello po, just dropped by here. Radio muna. Yes, I saw your live stream kanina, but I was not able to say hi. But of course, each and every time we get the chance, of course, we say hi and hello. Yes, there you go. And Solid 8 Films. Narinig niyo ba ako, guys? Like, can you guys hear me or something? Yes, and of course, to the family and team of F&D Wings, who was here earlier today, already, with the thumbs up and everything. And yeah, well, can't show the comments anymore kasi natabonan, nawala na yung live comments. Yes. Ayun pala, hindi ko nabasa yung ni Ma'am Shimaine. Oh my God, mabuhay ka, Ma'am Shimaine. Yes. There you go. And of course, our beautiful PStv tribe. Ayan, direct okay naman. Malakas pa rin ba yung music? And of course, our beautiful PStv tribe, we are live from Hong Kong. And simultaneously broadcasting live, of course, over YouTube, our Facebook page, and Kumu. Yes. So once again, page, and you can watch us, of course, on Kumu. So go ahead. If you want to watch us simultaneously as well, watch us on all three. Why not? Yes. Yes, and of course, every Wednesday, and like what we have tonight, every Wednesday is Society Plus 852 segment. It's what PStv Show Online is about. And of course, to further explain, of course, what we have here as PStv, used to be called PStv Music and Funtertainment Web Show, now simply called PStv Show Online, and we are now, in fact, a total variety music and lifestyle channel. Yes, and of course, we are live 5 times a week from Wednesday to Sunday. Yes. Oh, and by the way, our beautiful PStv tribe, we are reigning here right now in Hong Kong. So, hi. Yes, and of course, some society. We are live 5 times a week with every Wednesday, of course, from Wednesday to Sunday. Sorry about that. Sorry naman. Yes, and of course, every Wednesday is where we feature different people from all walks of life residing in Hong Kong, like what we have tonight. And we are live from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And we are called, our segment every Wednesday is called Society Plus 852. Yes. And of course, we are very excited with our featured special guest tonight, who is not only a fellow mom, not only a fellow English teacher, but she's also a dear friend. So yeah, and later soon you'll get to meet her and know her and be shared with her awesome story. And of course, every Thursday is Global Pinoy Pep Talks. Yes. Ang lakas ng ulan, my gosh! Yes, and every Thursday where we feature our fellow Filipinos from around the globe and with their inspiring stories. And as well, live from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Yes. And of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we become a total online party place with music, fun entertainment, and other segments, of course, like Expose, extra segments on Fridays, Expose, and Saturdays, AM Talents Shines, and of course, Sundays, Kalais Capades, yes. And we are live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., yes. And once again, our beautiful PStv tribe, okay, we are live simultaneously over YouTube, our Facebook page, and Kumu. Yes. Of course, before we get right down to the business, with our special guest for tonight, and once again, our special guest is Miss MAUI CLAUDIO. Yes. And the title of tonight's segment is called Being Super Mom Being. Yes. And very soon you'll get to meet her. But before that, yes. Of course, let us be inviting you. And you can see the sleeves of DJ SAYCEE. Although DJ SAYCEE every Wednesday and Thursday, you won't be able to see her, but you will see her totally, of course, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, co-hosting with me. And having mentioned DJ SAYCEE, please also give some love and support on her own social media channels, of course, at DJ SAYCEE. On YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Kumu. Yes, go ahead and give it some love, Yes. And hi to everyone over Kumu right now watching, like Silamonski and Paul Meister. Hi to you. And of course, our PStv tribe, let us allow talaga. Yes. Of course, let me be advertising our very own, because we love our own. That's why we carry our own. Yes. Of course, when it comes to fashion, accessories, cosmetics, makeup, beauty, skincare, hair care, hair care. Yes. fashion, shoes, bag, everything. Of course, go ahead and be following and supporting Impulse by Penny Salcedo, where fab, fashion and trends, beauty and care, and health and overall wellness are never just an option. Yes. If you are hearing some sort of noise in the background, it's the rain from the roof. Yes. And of course, another of our own is the PStv merchandise. Yes, of course, we have from baseball caps to shirts to coffee mugs to bags to we even have shoes. We have hoodies, sweatshirts, and everything and anything under the sun and over the moon. Yes. Go ahead and be checking out some of the merchandise that we've already out on our Facebook page. And of course, we ship worldwide. Yes, 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 yes. I've been talking and yapping. Yes. And of course, our beautiful PStv tribe, go ahead and be sharing this live stream. And once again, we are live over YouTube, Facebook, and Kumu. Ang weird, wala akong marinig na tugtog. Yes, there you go. Once again, go ahead and be sharing this live stream. And of course, you know what? It would be so beautiful and lovely and fun, if you would interact with us through the comments. So go ahead and be dropping your comments, any questions, any, like if your questions like, why you look so gorgeous, Penny? I'll take that as a yes. Ang layo. Yes, and of course, before we go to our little commercial break, and of course, by the time we come back, we'll be meeting our featured special guest tonight. Let me just again be sharing with you. For the past 2 years, PStv has now turned 2 years old this year, February 11th, and from singing and with entertainment, music, and stuff like that. Now PStv is totally turning into a variety, lifestyle, music, fun entertainment kind of channel. And yes, we feature here, people from all walks of life. Like what I said, Wednesdays are dedicated to anyone and everyone residing here in Hong Kong. So, no matter what race, no matter what age, no matter it is what your profession in life is, whether you're a student or working, or you're a mom, you're a dad, anything and everything. And of course, that is every Wednesday. And then Thursday is this time dedicated to our fellow Filipinos. Any fellow Filipinos coming from anywhere in the world. And yes, anywhere in the world. And why we had wished to do it like so, because in fact, there are stories out there from people that we don't even get to hear about, people that we don't even know at all, yet they have really awesome and motivational, inspiring, and even empowering stories. So that is what we embody here on PStv Show Online. Yes. And of course, we want to say hi to our personal friends and our families. Of course, to my eldest daughter, Christina, in Macau, together with my son-in-law, Joao, and my very first Bubu Chewy Bubut, Isaiah, and very soon another Bubu Chewy. Baby Elijah na coming soon. Yes, and to my Balaes in Macau. Hello to everyone and to each and all in Macau. And of course, to my other daughter, Keisha. See you soon, anak. Love you. To all my kids. Hello, and to my only son and my youngest and my third, Joshua, who's just somewhere there. Yes, there you go. And of course, to Ate Yoli and Nadi in UK, Mindy Waters in New Jersey, Jazz Esteban in Canada, and Ate Mai in Canada as well. And of course, to who else? Elena, and who else? Wow, people that we have not really gotten in touch, but closest to our hearts. And of course, to Kevin and Vital, our our neighbors here, of course, in Hong Kong. Yes, just wanted to say hi and hello to everyone. And, of course, our beautiful PStv tribe. Let's go on a little commercial break. And it's really raining quite hard right now. Yes, let's go on a little commercial break. And, of course, let's get prepared and get ready to hear the awesome and motivational and empowering and inspiring story of Miss MAUI CLAUDIO. We get back after this little short commercial break. Don't go away. Yaz, and we are back once again, our beautiful PStv tribe, and book. Yes, there you go. And of course, yours truly, Penny Salcedo, your host, right here on PStv Show Online. And of course, Wednesday nights are Society Plus 852, where we get to Plus 852 is actually area code, right? Area code of here in Hong Kong. And of course, we are live in Hong Kong and live simultaneously over YouTube, our Facebook page, and Kumu. And hi to the Kumu PStv tribe, yes. And of course, to each and all watching us over YouTube and Facebook. Hello to you guys. And of course, go ahead and be sharing this live stream. And as we await our tonight's featured special guest, of course, a dear friend of mine. In fact, wow, for really long time. And you know, I'm just really thankful when she said yes, saying yes to our invitation to be our special guest. And then the kids were like, why to her four lovely girls, yes, hello to you, young ladies. And yes, oh my gosh, I'm really excited to be sharing our special guest for tonight, because in fact, I myself, she is truly inspiring me myself, you know, cause alam niyo yung ganon, yung super mom. I see that the title that I gave tonight's EPICsode, is of course being super mom and super mom being, because I swear it's so fitting for our featured special guest tonight, Maui Claudio. And as you can see, the almost 6 packs ab na yan na nandiyan. Yes, of course I will be asking that. How? Why? How? I want to have that. Because I also have like Maui Claudio, so with Maui's almost 6 packs. Mine, yes, 1 whole pack. Pack ganon. That's how it is with mine. So, yes, we are gonna ask Maui how she's able to do that, how she got into, and you'll see the transformation. I swear it's awesome. I am a fan myself of her, with her in regards to her health and her physicality, and not to mention, she's I'll give a self-claim, but not like hers, because she's like really, me as an English teacher, I'm here. She's like way over there. So, yeah, but I mean, I'll take the greeting. I'll take the title myself. I mean, walang pwedeng makialam. Walang pwedeng pumigil. Yes, but in my own rights, yes, of course, I am an English teacher, like on and off or something. And as well, she is like my fellow in so many things. Like, she's actually also a music enthusiast, And did you take notice of the enthusiast? The end, yes. And as well, if I'm not mistaken, she's a songwriter. Later we'll ask her. Yes, we'll ask her later soon. Yes, and once again, it's raining madness here right now in Hong Kong. And wow, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks ago, we had an earthquake here in Hong Kong. It's very seldom that that happens. So, yeah. Yes, and of course, eto na, as in... And of course, our beautiful PStv tribe. Thumbs up, Miss Claudio. If you're ready. Are you ready, Maui? Ready na daw. Ayusin na yung bangs niya. Yes. And of course, Maui, you can see behind, of course, is Derek Botsky from the Philippines. Yes. Kaway-kawayan na lang kayo dyan. Ayan. And this time, of course, our beautiful PStv tribe. This time, let us be in a 2, a 3, a 1. Tonight's very special featured special guest. Once again, very fitting of the title that I've thought of, being super mom and super mom being, because she is, ladies and gentlemen, Lapis and Shenanimans. And of course, our beautiful PStv tribe. Let's all give a massive online, meaning we won't be able to hear it, but please do so physically wherever you are. Massive online applause, of course, to the mom, super mom of 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Later you will know why with the plus. Yes, and just generally an awesome being, a teacher, a 6 packs abs. Ladies and gentlemen, our PStv tribe, here is Maui Claudio. Ayun, no?
Hi everyone.
Hi, Maui.
Thank you for the very long introduction.
I was giving you a few more minutes to fix the bangs. Parang may bangs. Wala namang bangs, di ba?
Oh, kasi I was trying to find a good location. I can find my voice for some reason. There's like a echo.
There's an echo. Okay, hold on. Ito talagang si Jericho. Ayan ba? Tama ba yan, be? Hindi.
Hello. Yeah. Wait.
Yan.
Echo pa din.
Yes, ayan. How is it for you now?
I'll try. Hello.
Hello.
Sound check. Yeah, it's
Hello.
better. I think the echo's gone. Thank you to Direct Bebotsky.
Yes, and of course, Mao. Before we go right down into the business talaga. Go ahead and be saying hi and you know what, our PSTV tribe. This is in fact, if I'm not mistaken, first for you, Mao. Is it something like
Yes, that's
this?
why my kids were like
Diba?
picking on me.
Yeah, and
They,
thank you
they
so
told
much.
me they told me I'm too brave to even put my face on the camera.
Yeah, tell your kids you're like you're not like me. Artista mom nyo, hello. Yes, Mau, wag kang mabibigla sa gagawin ko, but go ahead and be saying hi and hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Maui from Hong Kong, mom of 4 kids and a dog. Hi,
Ayan. Yan,
zoom
there
in
you go.
talaga.
Yan. Malakas pa din ba yung echo niya, direct? Wala na, no? Tama na. Yes. Wala na. Yes, there you go. Okay, and you know what? Mao, in fact, before appearing here, she was in fact, like what the introduction. I forgot to mention something. Of course, she's a mom of four plus one plus one plus one, and the other the three pluses.
Seven.
Is it? I
Four
seven
plus
ba?
one. I know you said 4 plus 1 plus 1, so I go 7.
No, because there's Blossom, and then
Okay. There's
I if
Venus the snake.
if I'm not mistaken, yeah, was there a hamster,
No, we don't have a hamster. It's just
rabbit?
Venus the snake. Oh, we used to have one, and
I
then he
used to
already
have,
passed.
yeah,
Yeah, he
rabbit.
passed away.
And then the snake. I'm so intrigued with the snake. I swear, and I'm gonna ask you something about it later. So, ayan. And Maui right here is she's an English teacher, and for how many years later we'll find out how many years now. And then she is in fact as a full time university student herself during the nighttime. My gosh, Maui, hindi busy. And we'll be asking you these questions because really, it's in fact, I'm already busy with whatever I'm doing, but with yours, it's another level of busyness. And yeah, I'm really chismosa lang pala. I'm so marites to find out. I'm so marites to find out how you do it. But yeah, let's okay, let me give you the here is the first question.
Yung echo talagang ganon.
MAUI Claudio, are you ready?
Para
I
akong
like
kaluluwa.
Ito muna, yeah, like what I said, before she appeared here, she was in fact on an online class. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing my university classes online now because of the pandemic.
For how long have you been doing like you as a student yourself?
Oh, I just enrolled September this year,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just a second term. Because
Oh,
I've
okay.
been wanting to really pursue this studies. Pero after so many years, tsaka finally I've decided because I think it's gonna help me in the long run. And I also talked to your daughter about this. I don't know
Oh,
what she
really?
mentioned. Yeah, she actually helped me. Like she motivated me to pursue my studies also. I talked to her about, and then
Oh,
she even mentioned her school, but then because they're only taking full time students because I'm actually not doing full time, I'm doing part time because I only attend the night classes, the evening classes. So because her school only accepts full time students, that's why I can't do it with them. But yeah, she helped me. She gave me some tips.
oh, thank you, anak Christina. Actually,
Oh,
my
thank you.
anak is also in this line. And then if I always say this, that I'm an English teacher myself, but if it's already the level of topic is already as deep as theirs, I'm like, yes, I'm a host. I have my own show. Hello.
Oh, you're also an English teacher, right?
Ano lang pala ako, English teacheran. But Mao, this one you're doing now as a university student yourself. What is this for? What is what is the goal in this?
Well, actually, because my principal talked to me about it, like ever since she hired me, because before I was hired through an agent, and then the school liked me, so they hired me directly. And
Mm-hmm.
then my principal told me that, oh yeah, if we were to hire you directly, I would love you to study this program, which is a higher diploma in education, because I don't have any like my educational background is actually different from what they're asking. So it's basically
Oh,
because I graduated mass communication, so it has nothing to do with
yeah.
teaching. So
Yes.
they're like, yeah, especially in Hong Kong, they're after your qualifications, especially when you're doing preschool teaching, right? So she's like, you
Yes.
really have to have at least like an early childhood education certificate or a higher diploma certificate, like that. So yeah, so that's why what she was talking to me about this. That was like 10-ish years ago. 10 years ago, it took
Oh
me
my
10 years
God.
to finally decide to jump in, because at the time my kids were still small, they were still young, so they took so much of my time. I
Mm-hmm.
had no other things to do but just focus my attention on my kids and being a teacher. When I get home from work, of course, obviously, like everyone else is, like every one of us, we're all tired once we get home from work. But then I have 4 kids, so I have to be a hands-on mom also when I get home. So
Yeah, yeah, that's the other thing that will let our PSTV tribe know about, full on, as in full time mom herself as well. But did you have any regrets? This also would have to come with
mm,
advice
yeah.
for those to those who's are thinking to become a teacher or what.
Mm,
Would you say did you have any regrets? You said that was 10 years ago. Did you
mm.
have any regrets or wishes that you should have done it na lang before, or how would you put
I
it?
don't know. I think for me, now is the perfect time, because looking back 10 years ago, I really enjoyed being with my kids. They're really young, and at the time they needed me more. And my
Mm,
studies can like I can study later, which I'm doing now. Now that they're
mm,
big enough, they can look after themselves. I'm still there for them, but it's not as, like it's not as like they're too dependent on me like it was 10
mm.
years ago. So I have
Yeah.
no regrets on that. Like, yeah, I really enjoyed being a mom to them, especially when they're younger. Because,
Yeah.
kids, when they're younger, it's easy for me. It was easier
Mm.
for me to manage my 4 kids when they were younger.
Yeah,
So,
and it's very true, in that age, let's say, for me personally, I would say, age at least before they reach 12 are
mm,
the points where you really shouldn't be missing out on anything.
exactly.
And
So,
yeah, so I personally, I admire you. You're such an admirable woman for
oh,
being a mom, and then you're doing studies at the same time. And then oh my gosh, you were even able, as if that's not busy enough for you, you were able to achieve almost six packs abs.
almost lang. Wala pa. Almost lang.
I mean, like what I said, I have one
I'm
pack,
working on
one,
it.
one
Working
whole
on it.
pack. Ay, si Joseph, pa-shout out na lang niya ka, Joseph. Yes. And yeah, of course, you know what, guys, we would love to have any of your questions. Please do join us if you have any questions for Miss Maui right here. And Mao, let me jump into the this question. Well, it will be parang ano no,
Jump
Miss
down.
Universe.
Nakakaba.
Yes. I'll jump to the Okay, eto. This one, may pinagpipilian ako. Yes. Dito muna tayo sa mga as if hindi pa pala nag-start yung questions ko, 'di ba? Yes.
Parang
Describe
kamustahan lang.
Oo, nasa video call po kami. Describe Maui Claudio in 3 words.
Ay, may hint naman pala. Ako, I describe myself, resilient, brave, and passionate.
Yes, mismo. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Philippines, Maui. Aray ko. Ayan, so resilient.
Parang lumalamig yung kamay ko, parang feeling ko nasa boy abunda ako.
Resilient, brave. You said brave,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, brave,
Brave and
passionate.
passionate. In which the only one that you would say that you're resilient, which one?
I'm sorry. Can you
in
say it
in
again?
which in which area or aspect would you, just one aspect or area that you can say you're resilient and you're
Resilient.
brave.
I'm resilient in life. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what life throws at me, I try to be resilient as much as I could because there's no way that you can get out of anything except for being resilient. I'm brave because, yeah, it goes hand in hand with resilience. If you are resilient, then definitely you're brave, right? And
Yes,
then
yes.
if you are passionate about anything or like about everything and everyone, then it also works hand in hand with your resilience and bravery because yeah, you're willing to fight for your family, you're willing to fight for your love, you're willing to do anything for people you love and you care about. So that's being passionate.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then do you think Mao, with you have four daughters, right? Sayang ngayon
Yeah.
hindi tayo pwedeng mag-show ng photos. The kids did not allow me. Did not allow tita. I don't like in the kids.
Ayaw
And
eh,
I
shy
thought
sila eh.
I thought we're like Mercado or something. No, that's how we do it here. We ask first for their permission. So
Yeah.
kanina, earlier tonight, I was like, by the way, can I show any family photos? And then the kids were like, but
Ganyan na ganyan
now,
talaga.
I mean, lamang mo lang sa akin is one kid. I have three and they all have the same thing. Ako nga lang din yung makapalang muka, actually. And Ma, with what you said kanina, resilience, being brave, and having being passionate. Would you say, do you see that those what do you call this? Those three that you've described of yourself, you think you've somehow what do you call this? Influenced your
My
your
problem
kids, your
moms.
daughters with it? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They're very resilient. Tsaka matigas ang ulo. But
Uh,
I like it. I like it. That means that they can face anything in life, you
yes.
know. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
think
Yes.
that
Yes.
that's a plus for them.
Well, in a on a positive manner, it's good. Like I had that with the hello Anak Christina.
Hi! Mga panganay natin.
Oo. Mga panganay, hello. But absolutely, I agree with what you said, that it in big ways, we get to see that they will be able to stand up for themselves,
Exactly. Yeah.
and malayo man or what. Ano daw? Sabi niya, saan po nabibili yung ganyang accent? Si Joseph yan. Kilala mo yan,
Sino?
Mau.
Sino?
Si Joseph.
Sino
Nakikita mo yan
Joseph?
before nung kumakanta pa ako nun dun sa Central. Ayan. And yeah, so it's beautiful to see and to know na kahit may mga sagutan moments tayo with our anak, but we get to see in them yung pagiging tough. And
Yeah.
yeah, I see that so totally with my eldest daughter right now. Sino nga ba yung, what's the name of your eldest nga pala?
Si Joel.
Si Jewel. Hi, Jewel. Siya yung unang-unang kanina. At yung next question ko sa'yo, Mau. What's kamali po. What's the most challenging you've ever had to face as a person, as a mother, and as a teacher?
As a person,
Mm-mm.
when my mom passed away, January 2020,
Ayun.
that was 2 years ago, and then COVID was just like that was the early part of COVID, and during that time, everyone's so freaked out already. Even there's just a very few cases,
Mhm.
and it took me a while to like fix everything. Like my mom's paper, she passed away at Queen Mary Hospital, and It was just traumatic for me because I thought, because before she passed away, she's been bedridden for like almost 2 years before she passed away.
Oh, really?
She was, yeah, her health started to deteriorate maybe um 3-4 years before being bedridden. So and then she became bedridden, and after a year and a half or something, like almost 2 years, um I got a call from the hospital. They told me that they had to amputate her left, I think, left leg. And I just got a call. Okay, so I was at school. I just finished my music lesson. So like at school, kindergarten teacher, you're always very bubbly, you're always very cheerful. And then I received this call, and they told me that, oh, hello, you have to decide now, because your mom's at the hospital. You have to tell me in half an hour. You have to give me a call about your decision. I was like, what? And then she said, whether we're gonna amputate your mom, because if we don't amputate her, she's gonna die in the next 2 hours. But if we amputate her, she might also die. So I was
Oh,
like, what choice are you giving me?
yeah,
so
exactly.
so anyway, it took me a while to really absorb what the doctor said. And but then I had to consult my relatives in the Philippines also. Like very, very quickly, I went to Facebook, but then I was crying also. And I just prayed right there and then, like, oh God, please give me wisdom, because I don't know what to say, right? And I
Yeah,
don't know how to deal with this. I've never dealt with this before. And I just prayed to God, and I called the doctor and I said, just do what you think is best for my mom, because I think you're in the position to really decide for me. I mean, I know what you're gonna do, what's best for my mom. So do what you think is best for her. And then the doctor said, well, we think the best for your mom is to get amputated, or else she's gonna die in the next 2 hours, like what I told you.
wow.
And then I said,
That's hard.
okay, yes. So I said, okay, so just amputate my mom. And then I just prayed, oh God, please save my mom, because yeah, if something happens to her, then I'm also gonna get blamed by my relatives in the Philippines at the
Yes.
time. Because being Filipinos, like Filipinos, because when I consulted my relatives in the Philippines, they wanted me to bring my mom back home,
Back
which is
home.
impossible. I said,
Yes,
how can I
yes.
do that? Didn't you just hear what I just said? The doctor said in 2 hours she's gonna die if she doesn't get amputated, and you want me to bring her back home? How am I gonna do that? Like
Mm,
at the time, I felt like they were just being unreasonable, and at the same time inconsiderate, because I'm the only person here, and I was kind of like counting on their support.
yeah.
But yeah, I think, but because they're also there, maybe at the same time, like they're also bombarded with all these thoughts. So
Mhm.
at the back of my mind, I know that they're also just too worried and not thinking
Yes, of
straight,
course.
just like
Of
me.
course, of course. Of course.
So yeah, so finally she got amputated, and I was just praying like, oh God, like. And then later the nurse called me and she said, um, tonight I'm gonna call you. If you get a call from me, and if I tell you that you go to ward A, something like that, then
Mhm.
that means that the operation was successful. And then she's like, but if I call you, if I called you and I tell you to go somewhere else, that means, like, how can you
Oh,
say,
wow.
but how can you say these to people? I was thinking, can you say it in a nicer way? Like, how can you deliver it nicely? Like, don't make it sound like that. But then that's how they say it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess they have no other words to say it. So I said, okay. So I just prayed again, like, oh God, I want to go to Ward 8 tonight and see my mom. But then I think the operation lasted more than they thought it would. So it was longer. Um, and then they called me around 8 p.m. already. And it was already like um, past the visiting hours. When they called me, they said, "Oh, why didn't you go to the visiting area? Like, why didn't you visit your mom at around 7 because the operation was successful?" I said, "Oh my God, like no one called me. Why didn't you tell me?" So I was so happy, right? But then after 2 days, so that night I didn't see her. The next day I went to see her. So she was fine, but she couldn't. Of course, she couldn't. She couldn't really like talk yet. But I know that she was conscious. Um, and then the next evening after that, I just visited her. So it's been 2 nights. The next evening after that, I visited her around, and then I went back home with my husband around 8 something,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, they were starting to limit the numbers of visitors that time, and they were starting to uh like limit the hours of visiting also. Like I think it got shorter, so we
Mm-hmm.
had to leave the hospital right away. So around 9 o'clock, I got a call, and then they told me to come back. So I was thinking, why would they ask me to come back? I just visited my mom.
Yeah.
And then I started to feel cold because I knew something was not right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and then they told me, when before you go back to the hospital, you bring your loved ones, you bring everyone, you bring your family.
Oh
And I
wow.
knew that it was coming, right? So I was just thinking to myself, like, oh God, like I didn't know what to do, but then I asked my kids if they wanted to join me. But maybe
Mhm.
it was too traumatic for them to really like
Yeah.
experience that. But
Yeah.
I let them decide. So like I asked them if they wanted to go with me. They said they didn't want to experience that. They didn't want to see anything like that. But Jewel was there because she's old enough. She's 18 already at that time.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Jewel went with me and then my husband. So just the three of us. And then when I got there, I saw them trying to revive my mom right in front of me. And then I was like yelling, "Oh, mommy, please come back. Mommy, we love you." Like it's so traumatic. Like to see someone you really love, like someone you
Yes.
care
Yes.
about,
Yes.
and then in my head, I don't know if she's coming back because it's like in the movies, like in the movies sometimes like they revive the person and then
Yes. Yes. Yes.
after
Yes.
10 minutes, okay, she comes back. So that's what I had in mind. Okay, maybe she'll come back. And then they were reviving her for a good 5 minutes, and then they stopped, and then they asked me like, "Do you want us to continue?" I said, "Oh yes, please." So they continued for another 5 minutes, and then I think there's like a maximum try, something like that. So
Mhm.
the third try, the doctor came to me and he asked me like, "Do you want us to continue?" I said, "Yes, please. Like one last time, just do this. Like just 5 minutes more." And then during that 5 minutes that they were reviving my mom, I was just praying out loud, like God, if you want her to come back, if you think that she's gonna be happy to come back, then bring her back. But if you think that she's already very tired and she's so frail and weak, then I'm offering her to you. And then just like that, and then yeah, and then she didn't come back. So
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, it was so traumatic for me, but at the same time, like I saw everyone work so hard, like the nurses and the doctors. So yeah, it was but when she passed away, so the line went flat, right? The doctors were so surprised because I was thanking everyone. I said thank you everyone. I went to everyone, really, like I personally thanked them. I said thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate your help with my mom. Like if even if she didn't make it, I saw how
Yeah.
they all,
Yeah.
like helped to bring her back.
Yeah, the fact that they kept on asking you pa, 'di ba?
Yeah, yeah,
Actually, truth is, and definitely they know already what's the status, right? But
yeah,
the fact that they asked you, do you still want us to continue? Is that's yeah, and it's also very hard, for them to actually. If they're not successful into reviving someone. So, but you know what? While you're telling me this, we've been friends for wow, how many years? I cannot even. I've lost count.
I only had one kid when I first met you, so that's
I
maybe
had one
around.
kid when
Me
we.
too. So maybe how old are our
Christina is
kids?
now 24, 25.
So maybe she's 20. She's probably 4 when we first met. So maybe 20
Oh,
years because I only
yeah.
had one kid at
Yes,
time.
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
So but it while you're telling this side of your story, which is in fact it's everything that I've asked here. I was expecting something like a different answer as a person and as a mother and as a teacher, the most challenging. But in fact, with this story you just shared now, it's in fact it covers everything right here,
Yeah,
and while you're sharing this part of your story, it's making me realize, and I think I ought to let everyone know, this is the part where we get to we should ought to realize that, you know we just have to really be, keep the nice and keep the nice and kindness, because we don't know what people are going through, you know uh, I didn't have any idea until I saw your post, and then your mom was actually she's already gone that time that I knew about your mom's passing. But behind that, nobody, I didn't have any idea. And and I could only, oh wow, I could imagine, really, the words are not even, it does not even fit. No words that could ever fit, such to be in such position. But makes, we ought to, put it in our hearts that, we ought to be kind and just nice and be loving. And not to mention, let's be saying hi and hello to every now and
Yes.
then to the people that we know, whether we are close to them or not. Just say hi and hello, because it's really, we just don't know, either, either the person themselves are in that situation as your moms, or they're experiencing something like what you have experienced. So it's really, really, so courageous of you, Mao, to, a big round of applause to you on that one. Mao,
Super
we'll go,
special.
if you don't mind, let's go on a little commercial break, and we'll be right
Sure.
back for continuation of some Maritesan here.
Thank you.
Just stay right there, Mao. And of course, our beautiful PSTV tribe, don't go away. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Yeah, there go, beautiful PSTV tribe, and we are back once again. Boom! Shakalaka boom. There you go. And of course, we are back with our featured special guest for tonight, of course, Maui Claudio. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oo. Ayan. And, okay. Ang hirap, nag-octopus ako dito. Asan ang aking esposa? Yes, Mau. Okay. before we get right down into that part of your physical transformation, as in,
Mm.
by means of exercise and just getting physically fit, I have a few more questions with you, being a teacher. And
Sure.
ito actually, it's a question from Derek Botsky. How are you able to, asa na ba yung question ni Derek? Ayan. How are you able to manage your time as a mom, and then as a student yourself, and then as a teacher, and you as a mom? In fact, I do get to see you very hands-on as well with your dog, si Blossom. Oh, Blossom. So how do you
How do
manage
I
your
manage
time?
my time? Oh, may echo ulit ako. Hi.
Ayan, okay na.
Okay na. Okay. Well, basically pag in the morning sa daytime, because I'm a full-time kindergarten teacher, so during the day. So, yeah, from I work from 8:45 to 4:30. So that's the time that I do everything at school. After that, everything that's left is for my family. And then my university class is only um twice a week. Is it twice a week? Yeah,
Mm.
twice a week. Twice a week. It should be 4 times a week, but I got exempted on one subject. So
Ah,
yeah, taray.
exempted.
Yabang, ang yabang.
Pag ginawa na, "Ay naku, you don't have to take this class. Mas matalino ka pa sa'kin." Sabi.
Yeah, yeah. So hindi kasi you can apply for exemption. So I applied for exemption. I got exempted on one subject. So instead of
Hmm.
going to classes for 4 times in a week, I now go twice a week. So I think it's pretty manageable. So
Ang
it's
galing,
yeah,
ang galing. It's very another thing really I personally admire you is, um even that you're already a mom and everything else, you still get to study. And it just really proves and shows that, when it comes into achieving something, that is in regards of going back to school, learning something, getting a degree and everything, there's no such thing as age, right? Do you
true.
agree with that,
Yes, yes, I'm
Mao?
40.
Yeah,
I'm
di
40,
ba?
so yeah.
Let's
Age
not
is
talk
just a
about
number.
age. Oh, but me, I'm very proud that I am 48 years old. But it's one of the things that I wish, pero hanggang wish lang ako. To to achieve something, like, if I like knowing friends like you, knowing that you have gone into university. And in fact, I do have another friend, in fact, also a fellow musician naman. And she's like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's like 50 plus, but she's able to achieve, being yung talagang have a certificate, and really have a degree in teaching. So I'm like, hanggang wish lang ako, sana all. Oo, hanggang sana all lang talaga. Because it's something, Christina, my eldest daughter,
Yeah.
advised me to, and gave me all these options to, and I'm like, uh-huh. Ayun si Joseph, PE daw yung kanya. Yes. Bahala ka sa buhay mo, Joseph. Yes, ako, yeah, it's something that I wish. In fact, Christina asked me myself if Mom, would you ever consider ganyan, ganyan, ganyan? I'm like, yeah, into considerations, yes. So as in, I admire you for really being in that particular area of ano. So
Thank you.
sabi ko nga being super mom and super mom being, it really fits you. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah, 'di ba? Oh my gosh, naalala mo ba noon, Mau? Those times when we will go to the tabing dagat or something.
Yeah.
Yun yung mga heartbreaking stories. May dala-dala pang gitara yan si Mau.
Oo.
Oh my gosh, just crying ako. Parehong heartbroken, tapos pareho kami nagkikwentuhan na wala po kaming naabot sa mga pag-uusap na. Puro kami iyakan. Oh my gosh, those were the days. And this is the thing that I am always so happy to be seeing someone who's transformed, not only in physical aspect, we'll be showing that very soon, but mentally and emotionally,
Yes.
you've really grown into really an awesome being. So kudos to you, Mal.
Thank
As in,
you.
I have so much respect for you on this matter. And mapunta tayo dito ngayon sa transformation physically. Na napapasana all din ako. Because I did something like this 10 years ago and that was it. That was it. Na-addict ako about it, but I was never able to continue anymore. Kasi unang-una, hindi ko na-achieve yung tamang tulog. As a professional singer, it's so hard to, but anyways.
Yeah, you really need
Yes.
sleep.
Okay, a beautiful PStv tribe. Let me show some. This is with, of course, with permission from Maui. And ako, I tell her, be proud of all these photos because really dang awesome. Dang awesome talaga yung transformation. Ano ba yun? Yes, ito like this one. This is March 2020 and versus March 2022. Oh, di ba? Di ba?
Yung isa 10 years apart. 30 versus 40.
Wow.
The one on the
Wow.
right.
Di ba? Wala akong masabi, oh. Di ba? The fact that but because when we first met like 20 years ago,
I was already big.
yeah, yes. And this is a thing that nobody should really be ashamed about because like what I said, we featured Maui here to motivate and inspire. In fact, not just women in their 40s, but in fact anyone and everyone, even the men, because it's really achievable. And this one, di ba, naka head, ano yung tawag dyan? Headstand,
Headstand.
is it? O, di ba? Di ba? Yung, I cannot do that, man. How?
It takes a lot of practice, but I taught myself how to do that. I just watch a lot of YouTube tutorials.
Excuse me, you're self-taught on that?
Yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials, but of course you have to make sure that your core is strong enough to do that. So
Oh
it takes a lot
my
of
gosh,
exercise.
ang galing. Ang galing. Ito tuloy na I'm realizing all my hope ko lang. Ganyan yung makapag-headstand,
You can still do that. You can still try.
I'm like, I'm like your daughters now. No. And here's another photo, Mau. Which particular year is this? Ayan, 2020 din.
Oh, 2020. That's when I started working out. June 21, 2020. And then and then the one on the right is just after 3 months. So at the time, my husband was actually picking on me because every time I try, like every time I try to do like a diet or like follow a diet plan or whatever, he goes like, diet, eh, di naman pumapayat, wala naman nagbabago. So I use that as the motivation. So sabi ko sa kanya, oh, well, this time, after 3 months, isasampal ko sa'yo yung abs ko. Ayun, after 3 months.
Oh, diba?
After 3 months. So I really worked hard para magka-abs after 3 months. I really achieved that.
And are you actually like, how many times in a week are you physically active?
During that time, at least 6 days in a week. But I was just doing really short exercises. I was just doing 5 to 10 minutes of exercise in a day.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's HIIT. Yung ano siya, yung non-stop siya. 5 to 10 minutes, but it's non-stop, no rest.
Well, yeah. I could imagine because me when I did something like 6 days a week before, like 10 years ago. Yes, when I did something like that, it's an hour to an hour and a half, but of course with breaks in between. Yeah. So wow, pwede pala yun. So it's actually, so would you advise people out there, men and women, with kids or single or anything,
Yeah.
everyone, would you advise to at least take on 5 to 10 minutes exercise 6 times a week?
Yes, because you deserve that. You deserve 5 minutes of your time for yourself, right? Like first thing in the morning, you tell yourself, this 5 minutes is for me. I'm doing this for me, and it's for my own health.
Mm-hmm.
Because first thing in the morning, you exercise, even just 20 jumping jacks. I tell my kids, even just 20 jumping jacks, it'll make a lot of difference. Like you feel more energized after that. You won't regret it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Namomotivate tuloy ako. Pwede pala, hindi ko alam yan I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
yeah, just
never
five
had
five to 10 minutes a day. Because during that time I was downloading a lot of fitness apps, yung mga free lang. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was really determined to lose weight. And I
Mm-hmm.
was really determined to get healthier. Not really just lose weight, but at the time my goal was just to get stronger and healthier because of what happened to my mom, right? Like my mom just passed
Yeah.
away,
Yeah.
and that was January 2020. And then at the time I was trying keto. So I kind of lost a little bit of weight, but not really like I'm not really like, like toned and everything, but just lost a little bit of weight. So maybe just like 10 pounds like that. And then
Mhm.
we had to fly to the Philippines. Of course, Philippines. So
Food.
yes.
Foodang in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
So
Yes.
we got stuck in the Philippines because at that time we couldn't fly back to Hong Kong. Parang ganun, but I forgot what was the reason. I think it's also because of the pandemic. So we got
Mm-mm.
stuck there
Mm-mm.
for a while.
Mm-mm.
So we were in the Philippines from February because my mom passed away January, but then yeah, we flew February and then we got stuck there until March. So
Mm-hmm.
at least like a month. So a month I gained so much weight. So you saw the photo earlier, March 2020. I was like really huge because I was eating everything like like it's fiesta every day.
But
Like
that's a good thing though, because you always have something to go back to, and you already know how to do it. So
yeah, but during that time I haven't done anything for myself yet. Like I wasn't working out yet.
you
So
abandoned yourself.
I because no, because at the time I was just doing keto. I was just trying keto, but no workouts yet. So
Oh,
so when I came back to Hong Kong, when we were finally back in Hong Kong, because I think Facebook is a stalker, right? Like when Facebook knows that you're searching for like
yes.
easy workouts at home like that, and then I saw
Yeah.
this program, and it says, "Oh, are you a busy mom? Like, do you only have 5 or 10 minutes a day? So sign up." And then I signed up. Of course, like even if you
That's the
sign
one
up,
you gave me.
yes.
That's the
So
one you sent me.
yes, even if you sign up, but if you don't do anything with that, so it's still not gonna work,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I always, but good thing you didn't sign up, or else you just wasted. Well, it's not really that expensive. It's like $47 for a lifetime membership, which is really worth it for me. I really think it's
Mhm.
worth it because, yeah, it's a lifetime membership. I can always have access, and yeah,
Mhm.
it changed my life because it's more of a lifestyle now. It's not really like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just do it once and I'm done. No, it's
True.
not like that. So yeah,
True.
it started with changing my diet and then just following the daily exercises, 5 to 10 minutes a day
Mhm.
until I got fed up because they became easier and easier for me. So I kept challenging myself. There was one time that I challenged myself
Nice.
to do 50 burpees a day in a month. So first
Uh-huh.
thing in the morning, I would wake up and I would do 50 burpees nonstop. That's for one month.
Burpees is one of the things that it took me weeks to a month to feel comfortable doing, because it's, oh my
It's
gosh,
crazy, right? It's crazy.
hingal to
The,
the max.
yeah.
Yeah. And um uh what's the one thing, Mao, that, even just one, because of course not, it's not all the time that we are motivated, right? Even
Mm.
if, like you, I would say that you are really into it, but of course it's not all days that you're motivated. So what one, at least just one, that it's very much applied to yourself, and that you think you can give us an advice to anyone who wishes to really be physically fit and physically active, and yeah, if you're feeling undermotivated.
For me, I say to myself, I do it for my family because I want to be around with my kids as long as they need me. because I still need my mom until now, and I
Yeah.
lost her because of the complications of diabetes. So for me, because of what I went through with my mom, really,
Hmm.
that's the eye opener for me. I didn't want my kids, like I pray every day that my kids don't experience the same things that I experienced with my mom. I don't want them
Yeah.
to get heartbroken, like seeing someone you love and
Yeah.
care about,
Yeah.
and seeing them, their health deteriorate, and they start getting weaker by the day. So you don't want
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
They The people around you, those who love you, are the first ones to get heartbroken if something bad happens to you.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
my
Very true.
motivation. So
Mm.
yeah,
So
just to
it's
get
for the
stronger and
family.
healthier. So
Yeah.
bonus na lang yung you lose weight and you get toned. So
Yeah. True.
yeah.
True. 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 Yeah, and hi to you, Ruby, watching over
Hi,
YouTube. Hi,
Ruby.
Ruby. Yes, and of course, to those of you who just got in here, and in fact, we do have silent viewers right there, mga nahihiya sila mag-comment. But yes, hi to each and all. And of course, once again, tonight's featured special guest is, in fact, she's one of the good friends of yours truly, and this is Miss Maui Claudio. Yes, Mau. Okay, let me here naman, and by the way, to our viewers, of course, this is very much available on replay over YouTube and our Facebook page, and we are also live right now on Kumu. But Maui, this next photo, um, especially the third
Kinakabahan ako.
one, especially yung third one, yeah, that's Blossom right there, and the Blossom is
Si
adopted,
Blossom.
right?
Yeah, we adopted her from lab
Mm-hmm,
2 years ago. 2 years ago na, 2 years na yata.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yung first
And that
one,
first
si
photo is
Nibbles. Si
what
Nibbles
happened?
yan.
What happened to the rabbit?
Um, he 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 got sick. There was some complications, but so I brought him to different vets and
Mm-hmm.
spent so much on him. But then in the end, he really couldn't make it anymore. There was something wrong with his spine, so
Um,
they couldn't operate him, and then we
this
just
is yeah, this was the time that you told me meron na kaming zoo dito sa bahay.
had.
And this, the third one, OMG, how did this come about?
Uh, it's actually Mika's pet, my
Pet,
second daughter's
yeah,
pet.
I saw
Yeah,
her photo. Once again,
because she's
I saved
she's
the photo. I wish to show it, but it cannot.
oo nga, ayaw niya eh. She's been wanting
Oo.
to have this pet since she was 10. So, but then we're like, like I really want you to think about it first. And she's been telling me every year. So
Oh,
she's gonna be 16 in April. So she's like, I waited long enough for this snake, and since it's the pandemic, right? So she's like, can I have her for my 16th birthday? Because she's always wanted a ball python, and she wants a blue-eyed ball python. So that's quite a rare python. So finally, we got her. So that's an early birthday present for her.
so exactly what she wanted.
Yes.
This
So
this is Blue Eyes.
yeah, blue-eyed ball python.
Oh
It's
my god,
called
ang ganda
blue-eyed
din.
ball python.
It's so beautiful to look at, but I swear, oh my gosh, I remember when I was in Singapore like, years ago when I did a show with Maria Cordero. There was this green, yung talagang apple green python,
Python.
and yeah, and it was in an amusement park, and the guy was like the host was saying who wants to
To
carry
hold.
it. I was going like this with my hand. I'm like, and then but at the back of my head, I'm like, really? How? What were your first thoughts when your daughter told you about it that she wished to have something like that?
I thought it's cool because I had a pet snake also when I was younger.
Ay mana-mana pala eh.
I had a garden snake before, back in the day. So I thought
Oh
it's cool. But then I
my
wanted her
gosh.
to be a responsible pet owner. So I told her, let's decide on that later when you're really sure about it and you know that you can take care of it, then yeah, we'll get that. So I think yeah, she's old enough to take care of a pet snake, because it's not a joke to look after a snake, because
Of
you know
course.
you, yeah, and you
Is
know
this a
what?
poisonous kind of snake?
No, it's not. So
Ah, okay. But of
she's
course
she's really harmless.
It will manunuklaw, right?
No, no, ball pythons are not like that.
Oh, really?
They just swirl around you. So it's not
Oh
really.
my
Yeah,
God. I'm intrigued.
she researched about it. So there are snakes that actually do that. Yung parang ano sila, di ba? Yung parang
Yeah.
manunuklaw or something.
Oo.
So like they're about to strike you or bite you. So corn snakes are usually like that. But for this particular one, they're harmless. So they're very good as beginner pet snakes like that. So
Beginner? Ano 'to? It means may mga middle na expert.
mm,
My gosh.
yes, yes.
Oh
So
my
ball
God.
pythons are good for beginner pet owners ng snake.
I'm intrigued. I want to see it, but if I do happen to see it, if we get to visit your place, definitely it has to be inside the cage.
I think you won't like the feeding part
Why? Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
it
I know,
feeds
I
on
know.
mice.
Well, of course, me. Of course, I'm vegan, and I know
I
that you're
know.
very. But but here's the thing. People do tell me this. But animals eat other animals as well, and and I'm like, yeah, yeah. About that part, if you can show me any animal at all, that can cook, then you know, of course. So I'm totally fine with that. But of course, it's still like but they're animals, so
Pero I
that's
can watch. It's difficult to watch.
of
So,
course, of course,
but
maawa ka
actually,
naman.
no. Actually, he's feeding
Do you
on.
give do you give the snake a live one?
No, no, no. We actually asked for it. So when we went to the shop, we told the shop owner like we want a snake, a baby snake, so we can train the snake to eat frozen mice because we cannot watch
Yes.
a live
Of
one
course,
getting.
of course.
I think I'm gonna cry. I said even Nika, my husband and Nika, the one who owns the snake, they're both scared of mice,
Uh-huh.
but they're okay with the snake. So so they need help feeding the snake. But now I think she kind of overcome um the this her her fright with mice because she's
Mhm.
like, oh, ano naman to, if it's frozen mouse, so I think I'm okay with it. But if it's a live one, she cannot deal with it. Like she's really scared
Of
of live
course.
mice.
And man, I can imagine that. My God, we don't even talk about this. Oh my gosh. Aray ko. Mau, you know what? My gosh, sayang hindi ko mapakita yung ibang photos, but
Oo nga
oo. Ang dami ko pa sanang gustong i-show up, like the with together with husband, for a fact, you guys are, I can see that as a family, really, you guys are always doing things together, even traveling, and even just walking the dog. Everyone is just always, because I do get to see what you share in the photos. And eto, Mau, saan na ba yung isang question ko? Nawala yung question ko. Yes. Ito pala siya. Yeah, what was the hardest and most rewarding for you as a mom of four?
hardest. For me, the hardest, mm, yung how to really divide my time individually for me, yeah, because
Mhm,
especially now that they're big, like older na sila, it's different because when they were younger, it's easier for me to manage my time, and I have a little playgroup at home, so everyone can just do the same thing all at once. But now
mhm.
each one of them has their own thing, so even if like maybe two of them would love to see the movie with me, then two would say, ah, no, that's corny, and then like, so for me that's hard. So because I want to have time with each one of them,
Yes,
but at the
yes,
same
yes.
time, it's hard for me to like divide my time because there's four of them. If we can do it all together, why can't we? But they're like, nah. So usually I just take them out for for like dining out and stuff, or
Yeah.
for a walk. And
Oo.
rewarding is to see them growing up, loving each other, and being resilient in life. And yeah, I think that's I'm getting into that because they're not really independent yet. So I think
Mm,
parang ikaw, if like seeing Christina, right? Like that's rewarding. When I
yeah.
get when I get there, I think yeah, I'm gonna feel the same way. But for now, it's rewarding to see them growing up and seeing my traits, my bad side and my good
Yeah.
side. And so I think it's
Yeah, it's like the good side's like, nakuha mo sa akin yan, anak. And then the bad side's like, nakita ng tatay mo.
parang ganon.
Oh my gosh. Okay, our beautiful PSCV tribe, we are nearly at the end of our episode tonight. Of course, once again, it's being mom and being super mom and super mom being, of course, with Miss
Thank
Maui right
you.
here. And Mau, ender question natin is this one. Okay, I actually have two here. Um, ito na lang. If you will, ano ba yan? Nagkamali pa ako. Sandali lang. Bakit ganun? Sandali, bakit siya nag-scroll? Okay, wait lang, wait lang. Yan, ito na lang. Actually, the other question I have is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? But I'll go with this one. If you will be granted three wishes, what will those wishes be?
Hmm. I think just good health for my family, and then financial stability for everyone in my family also.
Mm.
And third one, pwede ba peace on earth na lang? Third one. Kasi
Of
yung too
course.
kasi yung too personal na eh. Yung one, I just, yeah, I
Uh,
just want peace
yeah,
for everyone.
yeah.
I wish good for everyone.
Yeah, and of course, that greatly includes the end of this entire pandemic. So, you know, and okay, Mao, you know what? From myself and Jerry, and of course the entire PSTV tribe, from us naman, we wish you sincerely, we wish you everything else that you wish to achieve in life. Although I could say, as someone, as I know you, I've known you for years, though not really that intricate, but knowing you as a person from then and now, greatly and sincerely, we wish you all the more of your heart's desires to really be fruitful and be blessed, and you
Thank
deserve it. You
you.
deserve it. You're such a good
Thank
person. You're
you.
such a beautiful being inside and out. And I'm
Aw,
not
thank
saying that
you.
as an eme because really you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mao.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything? Is
Salamat.
there anything that you wish to like invite anyone? Maybe any of your social media accounts. You know what? Ako, I've told you this before. Only if you can. You know what? I would greatly encourage you to with your physical exercises. I told you this before. Remember? Do it kasi you'll never know ako gagayahin ko talaga yung mga gagawin mo dahil promise lang.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you have any you wish to invite them to any of your social media accounts?
Yeah, kayo, if you want to follow my blog, yung personal blog ko, Rocker Mom of Four sa Facebook. And pwede nyo
Yes.
rin like yung Project Give Love on Any Day.
Oh, yes, that
Yeah,
one.
pero for now kasi may pandemic, so medyo
Mhm.
hindi siya active ngayon, but it's actually for a good cause. Charity charity outreach siya sa mga bata sa Philippines. We would
Mm,
bring
mm.
them
Yeah.
goodies, mga ano. So, yan. You can
So
you can
it's
like that page.
yeah, rocker mom of four, right? Yun
Sa
yung
Facebook.
page, your Facebook page, rocker mom of four, and then the other one, the charity is what's the name again?
Project Give Love on Any Day.
Project Give
Haba eh.
Love. On,
On on
I
on
will
any
I
day.
will be I will be including that on pahabol on the caption and on the description. So please go and visit soon after this live stream. Visit the description box so that you get to be following Maui right there. So
Thank
there you go,
you.
Mau. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank
I know
you.
you're
Thank
such
you,
a busy
everyone.
person, and thank you for saying yes to our invitation. And
Thank
once
you
again,
then.
we wish you all the best, Mau, and looking forward to having some marites time with you in
Oo
person,
nga
face to
eh.
face.
Pero I enjoyed chatting with you kahit online.
Oh, diba? Diba? And once again, this is Maui's first, and it's the first here on PS TV show online. Yes.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much,
Thank
Mau.
you, everyone. Thank
Kawai
you.
kawai.
Bye.
Bye, Mau.
Nalalakyan
Have a
ako sa
good
mukha ko.
evening.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes, there you go. Thank you so much, Maui Claudio, and of course, a beautiful PSTV tribe. There you go. There's so much realization that I wish to impart to each and all of you. With Maui's story, that one with her mom. When her mom's passing. I like what I said earlier tonight. We just have to keep the kindness and being kind and just being nice and being loving to people that we know and people that we even barely know, because we just don't know what people are going through until we know of it. So lagi lang po tayo magiging kind sa kapwa tao natin, because the struggles they go through, not unless they share it with us, we actually don't know about. So yan, maging kind lang po tayo. And Maui right here, like what I said, and I'm not saying this just for camera or just for this show, but in fact, I'm one of those who silently admire Maui as a mom, as a career person, and she's still taking education a big factor for herself and health wise. So really, once again, so that's why the title that I went through for tonight is being super mom and super mom being, because once again, she is in fact one. And thank you so much, of course, from DJ SAYCEE right here saying thank you, Maui. And Direk Botsky saying you're an inspiration. Si Ruby, thank you for watching and being here with us. Nako, Joseph, tumigil ka, Joseph. Sponsoran mo yung papremyo, ha? There you go. Yes, there you go. And of course, our beautiful PSTV tribe tomorrow. Thank you, Maui. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And regards to June and the kids and Blossom and Snakey. I want to see the snake. Oh my gosh. Yes, there you go. And of course, our beautiful PSTV tribe. Tomorrow is Global Pinoy Pep Talks. Yes. And greatly reminding you once again, we are on 5 times a week, of course, from Wednesday to Sunday. And with our Wednesday and Thursday contents is, of course, Society Plus 852, where we feature different people from all walks of life residing in Hong Kong. And that is from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And of course, Global Pinoy Pep Talks on the Thursdays, where we feature fellow Filipinos from around the globe. And of course, both of those segments together with their inspiring stories like Maui's tonight. Yes. And of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a PSTV show online turns into a total online party mode with Fun Entertainment Weekends Live. And we are live from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And once again, we are live simultaneously. Each and every time you see us live, we are live simultaneously over YouTube, our Facebook page, and Kumu. And hi and hello to everyone on Kumu. Please do follow yours truly, and as well DJ SAYCEE. And let me just quickly show you this once again. Of course, go ahead and be giving some love as well and support on DJ SAYCEE's account on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Kumu. Yes, yes. There you go, our beautiful PSTV tribes. Thank you so much. And Maui, thank you so much to you. And of course, see you again tomorrow, 9 p.m. right here, of course, to your one and only All Rolled Into One. All Rolled Into One show online, PSTV show online. Have a great evening, everyone. And of course, be prayerful. Always be praying. Never, ever, ever discount the power of prayers. Really, I swear, God has spoken to me himself, and you will feel that, once if you are really in tune with God, you will really feel him, and you will get to hear him in your thoughts, and you be guided, and always be asking for his guidance, his protection, and of course over yourselves, over your families, and your loved ones near and far, over your homes, over your livelihood, and over your finances. And definitely he will keep the faith and never ever ever give up on your dreams and your goals in life. Yes, there you go. Good night, everybody. See you again tomorrow night. God bless everybody.